fire away.
Mean any updates on Kyle?
No, he's getting an MRI as we speak, and it takes a little while for him to read it. So we're hoping for the best.
How's he feeling?
He was in good spirits. He's such a, just a neat guy. You feel like you're talking to a 35-year-old, businessman that's very successful. He's always been that way. He's very dear to his teammates. He's dear to the coaching staff, and we're all pulling hard.
It's been a lot of baseball for you guys. Didn't have the game on Wednesday, so how are we feeling now after that kind of marathon that you had on Sunday and then going into Tuesday?
Yeah, we took off yesterday. Not that we could have done anything anyway, but it kind of worked out that, they had some arms go down. We had the triple header, the rain, everything, all signs pointed towards, let the guys catch up. And that's how you get hurt, when your legs are shot and then you're putting everything on the arm and pulled hamstrings and everything else. Nothing good comes from that.
Duke's coming off of their first program ACC tournament championship, but this is a team that's just right above 500. They're ranking at the bottom in a lot of the stat categories in hitting, pitching. But what do the stats not tell you about this team?
That they're really good. They kicked our tail in the ACC tournament. They ran through the ACC tournament, minus the catcher and I think 2 offensive guys and an arm. They're all back. Why they're off to a slow start, I don't know. It's hard to really put a finger on it. A lot of times when you get up in that neck of the woods, the weather's not conducive to getting outside. Things, their system is a little out of whack, and I hope that lasts for another weekend.
I mean, they haven't, like she said, they haven't exactly been the team they've been over the last few years, but you've been around this conference. What has been the biggest key role to Duke's rise over these last 5 seasons?
They recruit. JJ does a great job, and their whole staff does a great job, and they've taken to heart, what they need to do as far as getting kids that are intelligent, but they can really play. And so, people talk about Duke now. They were like that back in the day. When I first got into coaching, they were giving everybody fits and winning tournaments and regular season championships. They had major leaguers all over the field, and they're recreating that now.
Batting's been really good for you guys for the most part. Bellinger said that it's a product of guys trusting the process and really taking in batting practice. Would you agree to that? Do you have any further insight to add to that?
You said our hitting?
Yeah, hitting.
We're getting a little better. I wouldn't, there's 3 of them that, are in ruts right now, and, they've worked some yesterday, and then they'll come back out today and try to, do some things to jumpstart them. Little subtle changes here and there, little things that you can do during the season, not complete overhauls, but get guys a little bit lower, a little bit wider, or a little bit more upright for certain guys. Just little tweaks that hopefully will get them going.
Tyler still up to go.
When you leave Saturday, Belly becomes head coach, and I think Metcalf takes over the hitting a bit. You're in year 3 with those guys. Just what is your guys' relationship like now, and just how much do you trust them in a situation like that?
I feel like it's the best staff in the country. Andrew Amaro's, through and through baseball guy. You add him into the mix, and he's the one behind who decides all of our shifts. I look at it to see if I agree, but I've yet to say, no, we shouldn't do it with this guy. And there was one that I went against him and said, that we should shift, and he turned and burned us, So, I've got baseball guys, and they're good at what they do, and that was one of the reasons I was comfortable leaving, So I just couldn't be more pleased with the staff and support staff, administration, everything. We're in a good place right now.
Coming off of that, Coach, how is your mom doing?
She's doing good, thank you. She, I'm glad that they were here because the paramedics got to her quick, knew exactly what it was, got her to the hospital quick. The doctors were ready. Our team doctors had called ahead. They were waiting for her, put the clot busting drug in her, and she's done a 180. She's back barking out orders. Dad's trying to come out to practice because he's getting put in his place again, but all is good. Thank the good Lord.
Yeah, I know baseball is super important, but stuff like that kind of gives you some perspective on really what's important.
It does, and it's good for everybody because I don't like to miss opportunities to help young men, and so Sunday we discussed an awful lot of things, and it was pretty powerful.
Good to hear.
Tyler, is he day to day?
Yeah.
Got a better idea of what day it might be?
No, still, it's just one of those things. You want to make sure it's right, and if he's not right, then we can, something can flare up again. We don't want to do it, and so he's not there yet.
Zoo, is he going to still be part of you guys' plans? Did he get flared up? Or?
No, he's fine. Jackson's fine. There's a couple of them that were sore. That wild one, we had gotten Baumeister up 3 times. He's not sore today, but he was sore Tuesday. The guys that we didn't use on Tuesday, that's because they were sore.
Did you learn anything new about guys like Davis and Wyatt, the amount of innings that kind of soaked up for you guys last weekend?
Not really, because we've seen it. The folks that come and watch us are great fans, and you guys, y'all don't get to see it. Like, we know what's in there with Wyatt Crowell. People are, why is he pitching? Why is he pitching? Well, because he's going to pitch in the big leagues a long time. He's really good. And, same with Davis. When that splitter's going and, that sinker, it's hard to hit those guys. And, they gave us exactly what we needed because that could have turned into a disaster.
Dylan threw for the first time Sunday. I know it wasn't a great outing, but for him to be 92, 94, just how encouraging was that? I think it was the hardest he's been here.
Yeah, you talking about Simmons?
No, Jacobs, Dylan Jacobs.
Dylan Jacobs. DJ's going to be really good. The issue with him is strikes. That was his first time really getting, some time. And, he's going to be one of those guys. He's probably going to have to wait his turn. But we'd love to get his feet wet and continue being able to sneak him out there.
I believe you don't expect to have Doug this year, but it seems like every day he's out here either throwing the football, going through his throws with the baseball. Just how impressive you've been with him going through the process the way he has.
He's just a horse. He's got that build, catcher's mentality. He's a converted catcher. We put him down there on the Rapsodo, and he's getting the same carry as Hub, and it's like, wait a minute, he's only 80%, and he's 87, 89, but he's getting the same vertical carry as Hub. He's going to be really special. And he's got that. Troy Percival was a catcher, turned closer. Eric Gagne, guys like that. Those kind of mean dogs, you want them on that mound when the game on the line. He's going to be one of those types for us.
Then Logan at third base on Tuesday. He's one of your most versatile players. How do you evaluate whether to use him in center, to use him at third? He had that incredible play too at the bag as well.
Yeah, it all depends on where we think the ball's going, and fly ball pitcher, ground ball pitcher. Do the team that we're playing, do they hook the ball? Do they, hit more fly balls the opposite field? There's a lot of things that we, like I said, call it our method to our madness, but that's kind of what we like to do. And it's going to be a lot of that this year.
And Roberts, I'm guessing one of the guys in the rut right now, but he has pedigree and track record from his college days. How do you get him going again?
We just made a couple little itty bitty changes with him yesterday, just to try to get. He has a tendency, it's weird, to take the bat and he'll curl it and really get into his palms. And I'd never had a guy do that. And finally, you don't want to mess with them when they're leading your fall and spring and hitting, and just leave it alone. I've never seen it, but now he's in a little rut. Now I was like, hey, let's take a look at this. So Metcalf took him down there and kept it more in a traditional spot, and it was a lot more fluid and compact, and it was really impressive.
Bryce coming off his first loss of the season, was there any type of message to him as he goes into the weekend?
No, he's just going to be the first guy doing PFP when we start, because it was all self-inflicted stuff. Of him fielding comebackers, and we did some really dumb things. All in all, it's nothing to worry about. He feels great. Everything's fine. His stuff was the same as it always was, but he did miss a couple up and out when we were trying to go in, and they popped it. So, and Duke will do that to you as well.